You know, when you sent over all that research on AI and consulting, I was like, wow, this is really interesting.
Yeah, it's a pretty hot topic right now.
And then learning about you.com and their AI research assistant, ARI,
Uh-huh.
I gotta say, my mind was blown.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
So today we're diving deep into how this tech could be a total game changer for businesses, professionals, you name it.
Definitely.
Especially with ARI's ability to, get this, analyze over 400 sources all at once.
Yeah, that's kind of the crazy part. Most AI tools we see nowadays, they can maybe handle, what, 30, 40 sources at the same time, max?
Right.
But ARI is on another level. It's like, imagine trying to understand some complicated market trend. You can read a few articles, sure, but ARI is giving you the information from hundreds all at once, synthesized, ready to go.
That's what gets me. It's not just how MUCH data, it's like, how do you actually make sense of it all?
Right.
So let's break it down. What exactly ISARI and what can it do?
So basically, think of ARI as your research assistant, like the ultimate one. Tireless, superpowered, always working for you up there in the cloud.
Okay, I like that.
The whole point is to help businesses gather competitive intelligence, analyze those market trends we were just talking about, and make smarter decisions.
Makes sense.
But way faster than any team of human analysts ever could. We're talking about projects that would normally take weeks, done in minutes.
Weeks to minutes,
Yeah.
that's the dream. But I'm going to guess a tool this powerful
Pretty expensive.
has got to be, right?
You'd think so, but that's where it gets interesting. You.com says ARI delivers these reports, comprehensive reports, mind you, at a fraction of the cost of traditional consulting.
Whoa.
Could be a total game changer, especially for smaller businesses, ones that couldn't usually afford that in-depth research, you know.
So we've got speed, we've got thoroughness, we've got the cost effectiveness. What's the secret? What makes ARI tick?
Well, like we said, there's the massive parallel processing, but it also uses something called dynamic reasoning.
Okay, what's that?
So it doesn't just follow your instructions blindly. It actually, as it's learning new information, it adjusts its research parameters as it goes.
So it's like it's learning and adapting as it works.
Exactly. And on top of that, to make sure everything's accurate, ARI verifies every single claim with direct source links.
No more hunting for that missing footnote.
Exactly. And it even generates visualizations like charts and graphs. So the data is easy to understand, easy to use.
I see where this is going. This could really shake things up, especially for the consulting industry. It's always been so human intensive. How much disruption are we really talking about?
Well, think about it. Management consulting is a huge market, like
Yeah.
over $250 billion. Huge. And a lot of that is just human expertise, humans doing all this research. It's labor intensive.
Right. Lots of hours.
So ARI could potentially automate so much of that work. Like imagine you're doing due diligence on a potential acquisition, something that could take weeks.
Right? Weeks, yeah. For
ARI could do it in hours. That's the kind of impact we're talking about.
not just the speed, though, but the cost savings, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, this doesn't mean replacing consultants altogether. It's more about giving them better tools so they can focus on the strategy, the analysis, the stuff that humans are really good at.
So faster insights, lower costs, A&D humans can focus on the big picture stuff. But it's not just consulting, right? What other industries are using ARI?
We're seeing some really cool examples. In financial services, think real-time data integration from, I don't know, earnings calls, SEC filings, industry news, helping investors make decisions, but quicker.
Right.
Or healthcare. What if you could analyze thousands of patient records, clinical trials, the latest research, to find the best treatment plan for someone?
Yeah.
That's the power of ARI, and it's already making a difference. There's this quote from a doctor who started using ARI. He says, the research time has dropped from a few days to just a few hours. And the accuracy, he said, across both German and English content has been incredible.
Wow.
But what excites him most, he says, is that it democratizes access to this really high-level research.
I can see why that would be exciting. That kind of research has always been exclusive just for big corporations, big institutions.
Exactly. But ARI could change that, give smaller businesses, even individuals, that same power.
So we've talked about ARI as the standalone tool, but what about integrating it with systems businesses are already using, like their business intelligence platforms? Can it do that?
Oh, absolutely. Seamless integration is key if this is going to be widely adopted. Philip Fraser, the CIO of APCO Worldwide, A big global consulting firm said, "We are very excited about working with You.com to integrate the power of ARI into our award-winning proprietary Margie AI platform."
That's a mouthful.
It is, but it really shows how ARI can be customized to meet the needs of a specific business.
It sounds like You.com isn't just building a tool, they're building a whole AI ecosystem.
It seems that way, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They've already developed over 50,000 custom AI agents since late 2024. And they've got serious funding from big players like Salesforce Ventures and NVIDIA.
So they're not messing around.
Nope, they're clearly committed to pushing the boundaries of what AI can do.
It feels like ARI is just the beginning. Where do we go from here? What's the next step in all this?
Well, You.com has actually developed over 50,000 custom AI agents since late 2024. And they've gotten funding from some big names, Salesforce Ventures, NVIDIA. It's not just a side project for them. They're really trying to push the limits of AI.
So what does that future look like? What are we talking about?
Imagine a world where businesses have this constant stream of information, like verified, comprehensive insights, all the time.
Wow.
Almost like a team of expert analysts working 24/7, instantly analyzing data, finding those trends.
That kind of real-time intelligence. That could be the new normal for how businesses make decisions.
Exactly.
But are we getting ahead of ourselves? Are there downsides, things we haven't even thought of yet?
It's a good point. Even with tools as powerful as ARI, human expertise is still essential. I mean, ARI can analyze tons of data, but it takes a human to really understand what it all means, to ask the right questions in the first place, and then make those strategic decisions.
So it's not about AI taking over, it's about finding that right balance. Humans and AI working together.
Exactly. Think of ARI as a tool, like a really amazing, powerful tool, but still a tool. It helps someone do their job better, but it doesn't replace the person.
Earlier, we talked about how much money ARI could save businesses. But what about compared to, say, hiring a bunch of junior analysts? Is there a point where human expertise might actually be cheaper?
It's a good question. And it really depends on what the business needs. If it's just routine stuff, gathering data, basic analysis, ARI might be way cheaper. But there will always be things that humans are better at. Things like judgment, creativity, figuring out tough problems. You can't always replace that.
It seems like whenever we talk about AI, we end up talking about ethics. How do we make sure it's used responsibly? That we're not creating more problems than we're solving?
It's a crucial question. AI is getting more advanced all the time, and we have to be careful about how it impacts society. We need clear rules, regulations, to make sure AI is used ethically, for everyone's benefit, not just a few.
This ties back to what we were talking about before, about how AI is changing the way we work. What happens to the job market as these tools get even better? What skills will be most important?
We'll probably see fewer jobs that are just about repetitive tasks, data entry, that kind of thing, because AI can handle that. But jobs that need creativity, critical thinking, those will be even more valuable.
So it's not about being afraid of AI taking our jobs, it's about adapting, being ready for the new opportunities that are coming. What advice would you give to someone who wants to be successful in this future, this AI-powered world?
Never stop learning. Keep developing new skills, especially the ones that work well with AI. Be curious, be adaptable, experiment with new technologies, and the most important thing, stay informed about what's happening in AI so you can help shape how it develops.
It's empowering to think that we can be part of shaping the future of AI. It's not just something happening to us. We can actually influence it, make sure it benefits everyone.
Exactly. This is a conversation everyone needs to be part of.
Mm-hmm.
The more we know, the better prepared we'll be to handle the challenges that come with AI, but also to take advantage of all the incredible things it can do.
And that brings us back to you, the listener. We've been talking about these big ideas about AI, but what about your own life? Your work? Think about the challenges you face, the decisions you make every day. What information do you need to do your job well? Could a tool like ARI help you with that?
Take a minute and really think about what you need, what you want to achieve. Could AI help you be more efficient, more creative, more successful? This isn't science fiction anymore. These tools are real, they're changing quickly, and they have the potential to change how we live and work in some pretty incredible ways.
So we've talked about a lot today. Everything from ARI down to the nuts and bolts to, what does it all mean? The future of work, ethics.
It's been a pretty fascinating conversation. And as we've been talking, you know what keeps coming back to me?
What's that?
Something you said earlier about ARI and, well, creativity.
Ah, yes. We focused a lot on the analytical side of AI. But yeah, the creative potential is huge. Maybe even more mind-blowing.
Could AI actually generate new ideas?
Hmm.
Help us come up with solutions to some of the biggest problems we face?
It's a great question. I mean, we've seen how AI can find patterns in data, things humans might miss. So could that lead to some kind of creative breakthrough?
What if AI was working side by side with artists, writers, musicians, scientists,
Yeah.
pushing the boundaries of what's possible?
We've already seen AI-generated art, music, but it feels like we're just getting started.
Imagine, it's like having a brainstorming partner who has access to everything, all of human knowledge,
Mm.
and can generate ideas in a flash.
Wow.
That could lead to, I don't know, a whole new era of creativity, innovation in every field.
That's an exciting thought. And it really underlines something we've been saying all along. It's not IFAI is going to change things, it's HOW.
Exactly. The tools are already here. They're getting better every day.
Yeah.
And it's up to us to make sure they're used for good.
Right?
Finding that balance, right,
Yeah.
between what AI can do and, well, what makes us human.
It's easy to feel overwhelmed by all this technology, like it's just happening to us.
Yeah.
But we can shape how it develops.
Absolutely. It's our responsibility. We need to be informed, engaged, and be part of the conversation. It's not just about the tech itself.
It's about what we decide to do with it.
Exactly.
We've only scratched the surface today, but I hope this has given everyone listening a better understanding of what AI can do and how important it is to be both excited and cautious.
It's been great talking about all this with you. If anyone wants to learn more, I'd really recommend checking out you.com and ARI for yourself. It's a fascinating look at what the future could hold.
It really is. And keep asking those questions, Challenge those assumptions. Think about what's possible. The future of AI is being written right now, and we can all be a part of it. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll see you next time.